Good day, everyone. Time now for weather news with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Before we get on with weather in general today, let's check out that system that should be coming off the coast of Africa later this afternoon or tonight. I've got this moved on up. We're looking at the European model. This is the 1st of August. The 1st of August. We can see it here. We do not have any tightly compacted isobars, so no storm has formed at this time. It still is a tropical wave it's trying to form. Not necessarily that it's going to, but then again it could. We're going to have to watch it. As we can see, we do have low pressure to the top of it, and down here we've got a low pressure underneath of it, so it is smack dab in the middle of low pressures. So, of course, they do not push. The high pressures push the things off and move them around. The low pressures kind of suck them all in to help them to form and to change track maybe sometimes. But this is what it's looking like with the European model at this time. We will switch over to the GFS model right quickly. And this is what it's looking like on the GFS. It's still trying to do something here, but here is the rain in it. Nothing tightly compacted at all as to form at this time. Now, I've heard a lot of you say, hey, there's something that's going to cross over and come into the Gulf. Well, this is a European model. Yeah, now when I say isobars are compacted, that's the way this is supposed to look like, okay? When they start to get circular and compacted around the system itself, this will turn into something, if not already, a tropical storm or a category 1 hurricane. The barometric pressure is 29.08. We have another little low, which is a tropical wave. It just has one line around it right down below here. This is what it looks like on the European model. Let's switch over to the GFS model. And there, boom, you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's right here. But it should, as you can see, when we look up here, this is with the GFS model. It's got lows coming in all around it. When we go to the European model, let's let it switch over quickly. Yes, that low is right in here, but we have a high here and a high here. It should push them on out. So far as anything else, we have this is nothing but a rain cloud, and we can take off the pressure systems now. There's nothing up here. This is just rain, people. That's all it is. That's what it's looking like now. Here, of course, we have the GFS map in general, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. You can see this right here. This little system right here that shows up. Do not worry about it. It should push off to the west. Okay, so what's happening? Let me tell you, people. It's like this. Let's turn it on and get it going. It seems that Hurricane Lane is forecast to track close to the Hawaiian Islands today, as we all know, and heavy rainfall is going to impact the Mississippi Valley and western Great Lakes, and critical fire weather conditions are in the forecast today for the West, along with air quality concerns. If this is your first time over with weather news with J7409, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it so very much. Click the bell. Check off the email notifications to make sure that you get all the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and tropical weather. And if you have any sky pictures or sky phenomena pictures or any kind of pictures that you would like to share with all of us, I'd love to see them. All of my subscribers love to watch them also and look at them. Please click show more, scroll down, you will find an email address to send them to. Now, with what Hurricane Lane may do, I've already told you that in my forecast for the tropics today, but Hurricane Lane is expected to brush south of the Hawaiian Islands, approaching the Big Island as a major hurricane by this afternoon. However, regardless of where the center is, the islands will still feel the impact of Lane. And heavy rain is going to be a very big major concern, as well as storm surge and wind damage. So keep that in mind if you're over on the islands. If you have friend or family over there, make sure they know about what's going on, and if they can't get back to wherever it is they are, or if they are a permanent resident, make sure they've got their safe place secure and their food supplies up, along with all other supplies. Now, we got a low pressure system. It's expected to lift northward from the southern and central plains into the Mississippi Valley over the next few days. Thunderstorms are expected today to occur in Kansas, Oklahoma, in addition to the Dakotas and the state of Nebraska. Now, we do have a slight risk of severe thunderstorms, and they will be possible especially in the central South Dakota and Nebraska area. Some of these storms could be capable of producing heavy downpours, which could lead to flash flooding. Now, by tomorrow, most of the upper and middle Mississippi Valley, in addition to the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley, can expect showers and thunderstorms once again. A slight risk of severe thunderstorms will be possible for parts of the upper and middle Mississippi Valley. Heavy rain will be expected, especially in the upper Great Lakes area and parts of the middle Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley. Also, we have critical fire weather conditions continuing today, especially in Idaho. But also, this is going to extend down to the Great Basin. Furthermore, red flag warnings are also in effect for parts of the Pacific Northwest due to the persistent dry conditions and gusty winds, which could lead to increased fire spread on new or existing wildfires. New wildfires could break out. Please be careful. Now, smoke from the active wildfires are leading to air quality concerns across the Pacific Northwest, and air quality alerts are in effect for most of the Pacific Northwest and Idaho. And wrapping it up this morning, this system that finally we've been talking about for days and days finally has got off of the East Coast, finally has emerged off the East Coast. Many of you may see some cooler temperatures. That's right. Should maybe be getting some relief up and down the East Coast. And temperature-wise, enjoy it while we have it, because I'm telling you, coming up by next week, we're going to go back up to much warmer weather once again. What we're looking at right now is the NAM model forecast map, and this is set for around 8 a.m. this morning. You can see where the activity is. We will run it on up. We'll get up to around lunchtime. This is around 11 a.m. this morning. You can see in Kansas and Nebraska, where I told you some of the severe weather may happen. It may come down in Kansas, and it's going to start to get up in the Dakotas and move on across as we move on up to around 2 p.m. this afternoon. Let's see how the system progresses across over here, approaching Missouri and Iowa, and now for the North Dakota area also. As we move through the day, let's get into the afternoon around 6 p.m. this evening, around 9 p.m. this evening, and around midnight, 11 p.m. to midnight tonight. That's what it's looking like. So, severe weather could break out up in this area today. Keep your eyes open for that. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. I may not answer them all. I certainly read them all. I appreciate it, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. It means so much and helps me so much. Each of you have a good day, a blessed day, and much peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Thanks for watching.